WBS, where quality matters.
Rearing livestock for milk and other products is becoming increasingly expensive due to the high cost of animal feed. But farmers are resorting to growing fodder, which they supplement with manufactured animal feed to meet the quantity needed by each animal. Often, the exorbitant cost renders their business less viable. Now, technology that enables farmers to grow fodder all year round is promising to reduce the cost of animal farming. Hydroponics is the technology that researchers at Makerere University, in partnership with African Institute for Strategic Animal Resource AFRISA, are pushing for farmers.
If you have to have milk, if you have to have meat, if you have to have eggs, if you have to have all that you would get from livestock, you must have sufficient feed for you to feed your animals.
The hydroponics technology is gaining popularity particularly because it costs much less than traditional fodder in production methods. Before, the fodder was only silage and hay. The fodder is grown in-house without using soil and ready for consumption within 6 days. Makerere University researchers maintain that it gives sufficient feed for animal feeds. It also provides feed all year long, even during the dry season. Thus, profit cycle for animal farmers is continuous.
Animals die during dry season. There are areas which are normally dry, like Nakasongola, and in the cattle corridor. In dry seasons, we experience a lot of dryness, lack of food and lack of feed. People who are doing intensive production and feeding animals in their houses also have a challenge, because now we compete with animals on maize, we compete with animals on many food reserves. So there is a need to address the challenge of feed.
Hydroponics is a method of growing plants using nutrient solutions in water without soil. In natural conditions, soil acts as a natural mineral condition reservoir, but the soil itself is not essential to plants apart from offering support. Hydroponics works well because a plant gets exactly what it needs when it needs it in the amount that it needs, making it as healthy as possible. A plant grows faster, better, and yields more as the roots don't have to struggle to look for nutrients. Professor Daudi Kabasa is the principal college of the Veterinary of Agribusiness, COVAB, at Makerere University, who explains that by using the technology, a farmer can harvest 10 kg of fodder from only 1 kg of barley, wheat, maize, or any cereal in just a week, provided the seeds are placed under the environment that supports seed germination. The process is done indoors. To Professor Kabasa, this is a major boost to improving people's livelihood in Uganda.
The animal value chains contribute not less than 35% of the GDP in this country. When you put together the livestock sector, the wildlife sector, the fisheries sector, and other animals that contribute to the natural resources in this country, we pay special attention to this, and therefore this is a tremendous effort we are making to build the competences of the people for livelihoods.
We have found out that a barley seed is very, very good. When you germinate a barley seed, when it sprouts, at day 6, it has maximum protein content compared to any other grass or any other seed that you may know in this world.
The technology has several advantages. Key among them is the short period it takes to grow the fodder and the minimal space required. The fodder is adequate for the animals with only limited supplements required for additional nutrients. This cuts down the burden of a farmer to search for animal feed, particularly for herbivores, and encourages zero grazing as a means to an end of poverty.
The reason why the agricultural sector is not performing as expected, one of them is the competence of the people. For the last 50 years, all the people who have been trained have not been building competences in production and in business. They stigmatized agriculture, and the education system looked at production and business as inferior occupations. and glorified other professions where you could do supervisory work as more important.
I am personally a volunteer. For the last 4 years, I have worked without pay. But what drives us is passion and the advantage that we have to have studied and seen what can be good for our nation.
The project is now supported by government, and the research has revealed that it has been proved effective and easily adoptable by farmers, thus calling for massive rollout to the population at no cost, apart from training all farmers, including the nomadic ones like the Karemojong.
We are advancing hydroponic fodder production from barley seed, and we are popularizing it for all farmers. Farmers who have no land where they can grow it can now grow enough fodder in a very small 8 by 10 feet by 8 and feed about 300 animals, all zero grazing.
The university has already established the AFRISA platform, which is a partnership for partners, academic, community, public-private partnership. In this platform, we establish special platforms with districts and regional representatives. So what we are doing right now is training what you take as the nucleus group of people who are taking the low-hanging fruit, but will be forming part of the network of the platform that will continue to scale out and roll out to other centers of the country.
Whoever will want to remain poor, that will be his choice. Because we have all the technologies, we have all the science that you can deploy to make as much money as you want out of natural phenomena.
A number of innovations are being made at Makerere University, almost in all fields, including medicine. But this of hydroponic fodder has attracted the attention of many, especially those interested in animal farming. Kenneth Bwire, WBS News.
WBS, where quality matters.